Good to have you with us. The July 4th holiday weekend is behind us, but for some, there will be long-lasting repercussions. We're learning about fireworks accidents across Chicago, and our Sara Machi spoke with a woman who rushed to help an unlikely victim. Sarah?
Yeah, Joe, even as we've been standing here in the past 20 minutes, we've heard the occasional firework, and this is maybe when you expect there to be some sort of accident after dark during someone's personal display. But it was some early morning park walkers who came across a disaster, and they say they worry it could have been even worse. Hours after the last overnight rockets from the 4th of July revelers, it was a quiet Saturday morning in Humboldt Park. Until it wasn't.
You heard the smaller ones, you heard the snake-like one, and then as I was standing over there about 2 minutes later, you just heard the big boom.
This woman, who didn't want to be identified, snapped photos of the piles of used fireworks, the remnants waiting to be picked up by park staff. And she says some of those park employees were setting off undetonated fireworks as they cleaned until the celebration turned to chaos.
It went off, and at first I heard a girl screaming, and I thought she was maybe screaming because she was so surprised or it was so loud. But then I realized it was a scream of pain.
She rushed in to help using recent trauma training. She tried to stop the bleeding, but says one finger was mangled, 2 others gone. The group of young park employees frozen.
One of them was just completely in shock, just holding his head. Another one was just saying, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And she was just saying, my hand, my hand.
Chicago Park District confirms the people involved were their employees. Adding fireworks are prohibited in the public parks. First responders at this call and others. The Chicago Office of Emergency Management and Communication, OEMC, says the city got more than 1,300 fireworks reports Friday the 4th. That number still topping 800 Saturday and 300 Sunday. Our eyewitness telling us she was never a fan of fireworks before, but never expected to be a part of something like this.
You can either respond or you can, put your head in the sand, and I prefer to respond and try and help as I can.
The very biggest concern from our eyewitness when we talked to her is she says that in that park, there is a camp for kids, a soccer camp that meets there. She's afraid that one of them or one of the other many kids who come by may have picked it up. She says if that had happened, Joe, it could have been even worse. From the Loop, Sara Machi, CBS News, Chicago.
All right, Sarah, thanks very much.